unless you've had your head in the sand lately, there's no way that you have not heard about the new lamb chop in town, Wooloo. And let me tell you, I freaking love Wooloo. And it looks like everyone on the internet kind of agrees with me. So, I wanted to talk today about why I love its appearance, its in-game relevance, and its stats and abilities so much. So, let's just get into it already. So first, I wanted to start out by talking about why Wooloo looks the way it does, because the more I kind of looked at it and honestly just fell in love with Wooloo, the more I realized that it's just kind of a fluffy sheep with braids, and that's kind of it. Now, I wanted to find out whether or not there was a bit more to its design than initially meets the eye. Maybe a bit more nuance to it, so I started looking into, what kind of sheep it was based regionally and all that kind of stuff. And the answer may shock you, but it's literally just a regular sheep. More specifically, it's almost the spitting image of a baby Scottish blackface sheep with a bit more wool, admittedly. I know, right? A sheep that looks like a sheep. That's crazy. But I feel like it's safe to say that Wooloo is probably going to be our token find it everywhere normal type of the region, in line with like a Zigzagoon or a Rattata, with one marginally better evolution stat-wise that just ends up making it a bit less cute and puts it into our box. Hopefully not, but tends to be the trend. This commonness of Wooloo even would make sense in context of its real-world counterpart, because the Scottish blackface is the most common domestic sheep in all of the UK. Now, the wool of the Scottish blackface is a tremendous commodity for those that raise them, though it should be noted that this wool is a bit greasier and more fine than Wooloo's appears to be, but I think we can just chalk that one up to the fact that Wooloo's not an actual real-world sheep. But I would be interested in seeing if Wooloo's wool is used in maybe crafting or making new clothes or something along those lines in Sword and Shield. Besides their wool, though, the Scottish blackface is often raised for its meat, but I'd like to believe that no one would be heartless enough to actually eat a precious little Wooloo. I mean, look at those eyes. And speaking of Wooloo's eyes, something that always disturbed me about the Mareep line was that they didn't have the right pupils. And for that matter, neither did Skiddo or Go-Goat. So when I saw that Wooloo actually had those adorable, slightly creepy rectangular pupils, I knew that I would have one in my party even if I had to die trying. Now, for those of you who don't know, sheep and goats genuinely do have rectangular pupils in the real world, and there's a really, really good reason for that. The more horizontal shape gives them a much wider range of vision so that they can more easily spot predators, so that they know whether or not they need to run, or in Wooloo's case, roll away. Their eyes have even evolved to stay parallel with the ground no matter how they move their heads, so that they can always be aware of oncoming danger. Now, as far as its usefulness in the games, I'm just gonna be straight with you. Wooloo's not gonna be good. It's not even really gonna be that okay. All we really know about its stats are what we saw from the Sword and Shield E3 demo. It seems as though it will have some pretty fine health, but nothing else looks like anything special. So that confirms to me that this will almost definitely be the common normal type of the region. I do like, though, that its abilities are fluffy, which reduces damage from contact moves by 50%, even though fire-type moves do double damage with this, and the other one is Runaway, which allows the bearer to flee a battle with a wild Pokemon without fail, even if the opposing Pokemon has moves like Mean Look or Bind. Because A, Wooloo is in fact very fluffy, and B, Wooloo does roll away when it's scared. And guess what else runs away when it's scared? Real sheep. They're making connections, they're making it like a real world. Sheep, for better or for worse. This is pretty tight because I love when the abilities actually match the Pokemon's personality and appearance. And according to a leak, it looks like we'll actually get to interact with Wooloo a bit more than just catching and battling with them in Sword and Shield. So, according to the leak from a 4chan user, we'll actually get to herd these woolly boys before we're able to challenge Milo, the first gym stadium-looking leader guy. And Yamper, the electric corgi that was shown off at E3, will kind of jump out and scare the Wooloo while you're herding them, and that might make your job a little bit more difficult. And if that doesn't sound like the most amazing thing ever, then I don't really know what does. Although I would really prefer if you used the Yamper to help you herd the Wooloo, since traditionally corgis are known to be cattle herding dogs, not cattle scaring dogs. So, like, they should make your life easier, not harder. I think I'm still bringing too much realism into this world. Either way, it sounds really great, and it further cements the idea that Wooloo is going to be a roly-poly regional legend, and I'm so excited to use it, even if it's just gonna be a common that you'll box after it evolves. And now, dude, for today's video, guys, if you like this video, you want to see more content like this coming from this channel, then like, comment, and subscribe down below, and maybe even in your comment, tell me about what your favorite Pokemon from the Galar region is. Have a great one, guys. Later.